So these are 5 projects that you can make so different and so unique that if a customer just says, hey, can you show me something XYZ that you've built, you can point to one of these projects and say, well, I can do it just like this, but in a door or in a shelf or in a cabinet, something like that.
And honestly, in your portfolio, people like to see pictures of things that they could see themselves buying. So if somebody wants a coffee table or they want some bar stools, but all your Instagram or whatever portfolio has in it is like super tiny detailed keepsake boxes, they're gonna be like, I don't know if they're quite up my alley.
Let's just get into it. We'll quit talking at you.
That's our transition.
That's the transition?
That's our transition. Okay, so number 1 on our list of super common projects is a desk. We have made multiple videos on YouTube of us building desks. That's just what people want. Lots of people want and need desks, whether it's to fill space in a room or they genuinely just need a work area. We'll get a lot of requests to customize desks, whether that's cable management, wireless charging, certain types of legs that they want. But when it comes down to it, they're super simple to make and customize. So if you have a picture of one in your portfolio that somebody thinks is cool, they can look at it and say, hey, that's awesome. And then can we do 2 extra holes for cable management? And you're like, yeah, sure, no problem, super easy. So very versatile. There's a lot of directions you can go with this one. You can change the style of them, the look of them, the feel of them. And when it comes down to it, it's still just a really usable desk. And then a little bit more on the sales side of building desks and why we absolutely love building them. It's because it is great practice for you as a salesperson to upcharge, to add little extras, to add accessories and customize it for them. And really, as you customize and it takes more time and more materials and more skill, it's gonna naturally cost more. Whether it's labor, whether it's your hourly rate, it's the materials you buy, all in all, it will cost more. So, for example, somebody comes to you and they say, hey, I need a desk. That's great. That could be 8 million different desks. You can sit down and say, hey, what are you going to use the desk for? Are you a computer gamer? Are you a college student? Do you want it for decoration? And from there, if they say, you know, yeah, I'm a computer gamer. I like gaming. You can say, well, from there, we can do multiple shelves for you. You can make different cubbies to hold the tower for your desktop computer. Cable management is a big one that people who do a lot of online gaming like to do. You can include wireless charging so they can charge all of their little, I don't know, pieces, accessories at the same time while they're playing. I
just want to butt in here for just a second. You remember Sam? The guy that we built the liquor cabinet for, a good friend of ours. We just built him a desk, and we just did all of those things to his little desk. We have a batched furniture desk. Yeah. It's just a pine top, chamfered edges, hairpin legs. Built him that exact same desk. We normally sell it for $200 whenever we batch out 5 or more. And we turned his, almost the same exact style, we turned his into like an $800 desk because we used an oak top. Yes. We used 2x6 oak for the top.
Solid oak, big, thick metal hairpin legs.
Then I made a long tray that did all of his cable management. We had a power strip in there, and then I routed out a big hole in the bottom so he could put a wireless phone charger through the top of the wood. And with all those upcharges, we changed it from a $200 desk that we would make out of pine into an $800 desk, and it really only cost me an extra like 2 or 3 hours worth of labor to get those other things finished.
Will this hold me?
I hope so.
Okay, I think we're good. Okay, number 2 piece of furniture that we do constantly is coffee tables. Everybody loves coffee tables. Most of what we see is somebody is trying to achieve a certain style, or they're trying to tie together a certain look in their living room. And a coffee table is a really easy way to do that. So that's what we see most of the time. Or somebody will come to us and say, hey, I need to match another piece that I have in my living room, so I need the coffee table to look like that. And honestly, that's where we get a lot of repeat customers. All right, so on the sales side of things, coffee tables are really good because it teaches you and it trains you how to follow up with your customers and get repeat sales. Because if you think about it, where do people put coffee tables? In their living rooms. And then if you look at a living room, think of your living room, it's probably where you have the most furniture in one small area. That reason being because that's the room everybody sees. You have guests and company come over and you sit on the couch in your living room around your coffee table, you serve drinks, maybe you have some end tables, a shelf in the corner, a TV stand. There's a ton of stuff in your living room. So if there's any area of your house where you want a really nice looking piece that you can, talk to people about, for people to compliment and point out the cool design features, it's your living room. So starting with the coffee table. You build somebody a coffee table. They really like it. You follow up with them in a couple of months and you say, hey, how do you like that coffee table? They say, hey, yeah, I like it. It looks really cool. You could even say something like, hey, when I was in your living room, I noticed in that corner on the left side of your wall, there's a little space open, and I think it'd be super cool if we put a bookshelf in there. We can make it match your coffee table by using the same kind of wood. Oh, that's an awesome idea. I never thought about that. That would be super cool to have a bookshelf in my living room that matched the coffee table. And from there, you can start another sale with a repeat customer. So you put a really nice piece of furniture in somebody's living room, and what do people automatically start doing? They start comparing everything they have to that one piece of furniture.